Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with some more Arkham Horror: The Scarlet Keys. We're going into our penultimate scenario, which for us will be on thin ice. Quick rules heads up, you don't trigger these when they're the day you're on, you cross them off, you trigger them. That's on like page 4 or something for tracking time. Over here, if you fill in a box that has a symbol, the form of a Greek letter, proceed to the status report section. This is when you fill in a box, not when you get to it. So we do have just enough time to be doing anchorage, at least until such a time as someone points out like, hey dude, you missed a time here. And I'm like, oh Christ, did I really? Because I'm waiting for that and dreading it, and then this whole scenario is pointless if I find out that I messed up somewhere. But I'm assuming that it's legal and I haven't messed up. Anyway, for the setup, we start our first agenda at 6 of 7 Doom. This is normally a race to the mine where you're trying to beat Thorne. Thorne's just already there, we lost the race. This is because we're 30 days into the campaign. If you get here early, you can actually beat him to it. Our objective is to get to the gold mine and spend 6 clues, not that hard, but yeah, no way we're doing that in one turn. Not a chance in hell. The gold mine is one of these 3 random locations, by the way. Actually, that's not true. The stream that unlocks 3 new random locations is one of these 3 locations, and then the 3 new ones is where the gold mine is. Before we start, let's talk about the deck upgrades. I've upgraded my magnifying glass and bought back my second one over one of my crack the cases. I just feel like I have enough economy thanks to the stand-togethers from Zoey that I don't need second crack the case. And because Encyclopedia gets attached to Abigail Foreman and stops taking up the hand slot, I have the room to have the second magnifying glass in play once I'm fully set up, and just hitting the first one is really helpful for being a functional cluever until all my combos come online. And of course I'm a seeker, so I got my second upgrade deduction because like, we're 40 experience in, we need to get that sooner or later. Coming over to Zoey, I upgraded my overpowers, and my Down the Rabbit Hole is officially offline because there simply are not cards left to upgrade. There's a Hollowed Mirror. I can get 1 more experience upgrading that. I should probably upgrade my Hallowed Mirror instead of my Runic Axe this scenario, but I am just going to buy the last pip on my Runic Axe instead, save my experience, and see how much I have for the final scenario, see what I want to buy. It's almost certainly Hallowed Mirror, Relic Hunter, but it could be something else. I'm just making my Runic Axe cost 1 less. It becomes a relic, which would matter in like Carcosa, I guess, but that's all. It's mostly just a slight discount. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into the scenario, into the encounter set. Over here for Charlie, we're looking at... We'll find out eventually. I don't want At a Crossroads opening hands, but I'm probably drawing something worse than it if I don't. We're in a 2-shroud location, so I actually can pass that pretty easily with the take art plans. Crack the case wouldn't be good. I'll hold At a Crossroads for myself and draw 3 more. That's pretty solid. Magnifying glass can empty my hand for all the draw I'm putting stuff back in with. Over here, we've got a Bandolier, and we hold that in our opening hand because we only run 1 of them. We've got a Beat Cop, and we need 3 assets for our Stick to the Plan. Turn 1 can be Deep Knowledge and something else. Okay, I'm fine with that. Not exactly the cards I'm looking for, but they're fine. Vicious Blow really does want to be here at the end of the scenario, so drawing it this early and holding it all scenario is a bit awkward. I'll probably throw this away for value if I find a place where it's actually helpful, just because holding this until the very end at the boss fight will probably cost me several other cards that would be just as valuable in the long run. Anyway, let's get right into this. Start of the scenario, At a Crossroads resolves after the mulligan phase. We're going to give it to Charlie. What's he hit? Summoned Hound, very nice. Not actually nice on its own, but we'll get there eventually. I'm going to go ahead and throw out this magnifying glass. I am going to... am I just playing Emergency Cash, Emergency Cash? I'm definitely playing 1 of them. So 3 resources, 1 card. Nice. Dogs are here already. I can't Deep Knowledge myself though, because if I do that, I'll just overdraw, right? I go from 5 to 8 to 9. So I'm going to play the second Emergency Cash. I know I need the money eventually. Over here for Zoey, I don't recall if I shuffled the deck. I'm sure I did, but no harm in extra shuffling. I guess that's my inner Dominion player speaking, but whatever. I'm going to play Emergency Cash. I'm going to Stick to the Plan as my first action. We're up to 3 assets for our Ever Vigilant next turn, but they're not the 3 assets we want. I'm going to go up to 8 cards, put 2 curses in the bag. Clearly didn't clear it out after last scenario. And 3 cards. Let's see what they are. In the wrong hands. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not so much the Hallowed Mirror, don't care about that. But Runic Axe, Beat Cop, Tetsuo with Bandolier for knives later is wonderful. I need to play a card, otherwise I'm overdrawing. And I can just throw down Tetsuo. If I throw down a Hallowed Mirror, a card comes back, so it doesn't actually work. But I can throw down Tetsuo, because he's the one I would want to be killing anyway. Wait a second. 4, 8, 10. Wait. Do I have the money if I play Tetsuo? I'll have 6 resources playing 10 for 7. I can gain a resource and do it. Or I can play Bandolier over Beat Cop or something like that. I'll figure out a way to make it work. This still works. Anyway, no enemies on board, upkeep phase. Survival knife is wonderful to see. Other dog is great once I find chance encounter, but until then, nothing. 7 Doom agenda immediately advances. We must set aside an ally or item asset in hand or play area as a hollow. Speaking of, I never read the text on this location. Action, choose a set aside hollow. Its owner draws it, limit once per round. Anyway, my options are to hollow a summoned hound or a magnifying glass. And I'm probably just getting it back immediately no matter which one I do. I want to hollow the magnifying glass because then I can change my mind. I have to get the hounds though. Over here, again, I'm just like hollowing something and getting it back immediately. Oh, it's a limit once per round though. Limit once per round means that both players can use it, right? Otherwise it would say group limit once per round. I'm not gonna play it like that because I've been thinking the difference in limit and group limit, because group limit is a phrase you see, is obviously that everyone can use it if it just says limit. But limit X per period seems to imply that the location would just still be limited to once per round. So why does the phrasing group limit once per round exist if this is a thing? If someone in the comments could tell me why I'm wrong and this does work for both players, I would love it. Because looking at the rules over here for limit X per period, it sure seems to be the case that I've been playing wrong. But then the phrasing group limit shouldn't exist by comparison. Anyway, since we're not both able to do that, that magnifying glass is probably staying there unless I have a full turn of setup. Actually, with finding clues, I probably can stay here as another turn. It doesn't matter what I put in the pile because I'm immediately getting it back. I need to save resources though on every vigilance, so Runic Axe can go in there. And then that's it for the agenda. We can go on to the next agenda of 6 and see our evil cards. I'm seeing shadows over here on Charlie. Don't want to be fail and test. That location's concealed minis. And there's a snow slide. If I fail my foot 3 test, it hurts Tetsuo. Oh no. Oh no, Tetsuo, I'm so sorry. What a tragedy. And that's it for the evil phase. It sure didn't do that much. I'm going to tap stick to the plan and play this Ever Vigilant. I'm going to play Survival Knife, Beat Cop, Bandolier. That is a total cost of 8, down 3 to 5. Going to spin an action to draw this Runic Axe. I think Charlie's going to leave this location this turn, so I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to go to Fairbanks, which has no clues, to Shroud again, and you can spend money here to cancel treacheries when you withdraw them. Over here for Charlie, I'm going to investigate this location. I'm going to deep knowledge myself first, actually. There's no minis at my location, so failing has no problems. And then I will investigate my location with 2 copies of Hound, 2 copies of, well, 1 copy each of Deduction and Perception, putting me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 2. 6 to 2, 5 to 2. I'll draw 2 cards. And I will also get all the clues on this location. I'm going to throw out this magnifying glass, and I'm going to kill Seeing Shadows as my last action, because I just want to get rid of that before it's relevant, and next turn I can get my other magnifying glass back. That'll be it for us. Upkeep phase. Don't draw an enemy this turn, Charlie. I just want one thing from you, okay? One thing. 1 of 6 Doom. Come on, man. Hey, easy game. He doesn't even have assets. Easy game. What are you doing, Charlie Kane? Why don't you have any allies? All right, Crib Chill. Not happy to see you. Happy to see Guts. Testing up 2, which it was higher. Good enough, though. Thank you, Guts. And I got another deep knowledge off of that. We can keep pumping curses into the bag. I'm going to go first on Charlie. That was another really, really soft Mythos phase. Like, nothing is happening so far. I spend an action to draw this, then Lightning Bolt play it as a 0-cost asset immediately. I am going to... There's no stand together in this hand, so being together doesn't matter. These are both 2 Shroud locations that feel better investigating somewhere where +1 failed. I'll go down first, I guess. Oh, this is the bad one. This is the 3 Shroud 4 clue location with Victory 1, and the first hazard revealed here each turn gains Surge. A little bit gross. Anyway, that'll be Charlie's turn yet again. You know, I probably should have chance encountered a dog out of my discard pile just now, but I mean, I'll do it next turn. It's not like he could have done anything this turn. Anyway, over here for Zoe, I don't know why I was trying to draw a Mythos card. I'm going to deep knowledge myself, probably. Just seems like the thing to do. The day of reckoning has come. I hope nobody likes having the elder sign. I don't really want to walk down to Charlie's location, actually. Sort of sucks down there. My last card is prepared for the worst, which I can use to look for my last survival knife. Got a 9 out of 16 chance of hitting it. It can also just send a Runic Axe out of my deck if it misses, so it's not doing literally nothing, just almost literally nothing. I'm actually going to spend my money playing this Hallowed Mirror to try to draw into my deck and find some economies, stand-togethers or whatever. And then just Soothing Melody myself for 2. I will flip my only key. Nice. That's not the card I was looking to draw, but whatever. And that'll be our turns. We're off to a pretty slow start this time. Next Soothing Melody, I just need to go find Charlie. This is forced to go anywhere. I'll throw him here, I guess. Next up, 2 of 6 Doom, evil cards. Oh, wait, upkeep phases after enemy phase, we're good. Place 1 Doom on an enemy in the shadows. There are none, so search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy with a concealed keyword and draw it. That should actually... I keep doing this wrong every single time. Charlie's not lead investigator. He's not the fighter. All right, there's still not one, though, so we're good. I'll just take a basic coterie agent. This one is coterie agent B. And it needs 2 decoys, correct? Yes. Group them, shuffle them. 1 at Charlie's location, 1 at Zoe's location, 1 with this guy. We've got a paracausal entity, or sorry, the big one, the Apocalyptic Presage. We need to hollow 2 cards from our hands, 1 each. Pretty awkward over here, to be honest. Not really cards I've wanted hollowed. Kind of need all these. Deduction lets me clear this location this turn. It's kind of a big deal. I'm just gonna toss the Encyclopedia. We don't need the Abigail combo. And over here, like, there's a million things I can toss. I probably don't need Spectral Razor. I can get by without that. It's a good card, but I'd rather draw cards and get a better hand. Now, I am in the awkward spot of having drawn a boss enemy with only 1 survival knife out. Never where you want to be. I do get a resource for engaging an enemy, though, so that's nice. I think I'm just using a Vicious Blow on this and being sad about how inefficient my turn is. I'm going to be stabbing it with survival knife at base 7 to 4. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stab to pull curses out of the bag, and then on my last stab I'll actually commit things, because this doesn't have to retaliate, no extra text. So, is there a penalty token? I should probably grab this. Jesus, how have I not needed this yet? I've been having a really slow start if I haven't needed this. The -4s can make me hollow some cards, and that would be pretty unpleasant. And there's a good pile of cultists in there. There should be 3 of them, I believe. There are 6 curses and 3 cultists. It's a pretty shit bag. I'm going to commit Vicious Blow and Overpower to the first one and try to kill it without waiting the whole turn, because I think I need to. This puts me at a stab of 5, 7, 12 to 4. Don't auto-fail me. I don't know why I spent actions before I did anything. That passes by a million. Draw 2 every single time. And that'll deal 3 damage because of the upgraded Vicious Blow. I need to hit him again. I'm going to commit Daring to this one, meaning I'm stabbing at 10 to 4, so I beat Curse Cultist. Get out. And he is dead with a beat cop. 1 from the knife, 1 from the beat cop. Okay. Still have a Vicious Blow left for later, so that's nice. Do I Soothing Melody myself? Charlie's fine. I Soothing Melody to heal my damage and the beat cop's damage and draw a card as my last action. Then coming over to Charlie's turn, I'm going to investigate with Take Heart as my first action. At 3 to 3. Ah, shit, that's way better than I wanted it to be. Okay, we do this in the other order then. I'm going to play Chance Encounter for 3 to get the Hound out of my discard pile. It's fine. And then I'm going to investigate with the Hound at 7 to 3. Deduction at 9 to 3. 7 plus 2 is real hard sometimes. 0, I will just take 2 and 1 more, so 3 clues. And unfortunately, there's still clues here. That wasn't the plan. There's no bound in red to worry about, and having already drawn the weakness over here, I think I might just tap this to heal myself. Just so that if I draw the weakness, I don't get punished quite as hard. Charlie, you seem to have run out of steam real hard over here. I'm going to investigate at 0 with Take Heart, and hopefully I fail. Easy game. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Nice to see you. Last action, Bonnie. And that'll be Charlie for the turn. Upkeep phase. Abigail is here. I don't have the encyclopedia for you. And Fang of Tirthra. That'll be neat at some point. You've been on the board. I'm just gonna add 2 curses and assume that that's the number I missed. Grumble, grumble. 3 of 6. Evil cards. Beyond the Pale is back. Let's do this in the correct order. There's no way it could ever matter, but still. Work Reality is attached to this location. When you end your turn here, you have to haul a card. Very fun. Or Beyond the Pale down here. It's only the treacheries attached to your location, though, so it's still a 3-head test, and if I fail, I'm going to take 1 horror. So I'll just take my 1 horror. It's okay. That's fine. Remove a curse. Take 1 horror. And that's it for evil cards. Does any enemy want to show up after that? I guess it's fine. Zoe can go deal with this, and I had to kill a boss, so I didn't need to spend some tempo there, but... I'm going to go first on Charlie. I dog this location. That is a 7 to 3. I don't need to do anything else. -3. Take the last clue. I'll go ahead and crack the case for 3. Should I save this for Zoe? She's pretty poor right now. I don't care. I need this money eventually. I haven't played Leo yet. Why are there... Did I just forget about you? Holy shit, it is too early in the morning. There's just like a guy that I completely forgot existed. Which is kind of important. I'm going to investigate my location, looking for that mini, because I have to kill that guy. He has Doom. Wow, my brain is not on right now. This is actually the second time I'm recording this, because the first time I played it, I just like failed to do a conceal card correctly and put down 3 decoys and not their actual mini. So I was just like, oh man, that's so broken at this point that I don't know what to do. I'm just going to start over, because probably the rest of this was bad too. And apparently I'm doing it again. Anyway, investigating at 5 to 3, ready's the dog. I'll just take my +2, it's fine. Easy game. Easiest game of my life. Everyone go home, no one is left in the shadows. This person spawns and they are so aghast at being found that they die immediately due to the reaction ability at the bottom of the card here. Good job, Charlie. I'm gonna move twice, and that will not be my turn because I have dogs. And dogs don't follow the rules. Oh, hey, Frozen Lake. Oh, I'm looking for the stream, not the lake. They are different. So if I get a symbol, I have to choose and discard a hand or take a horror. I'm gonna take the horror. I don't need Abigail, but I'm still gonna take the horror. Anyway, we dogged this location. We don't really need the clues, but oh well. It's fine, we weren't getting the clues anyway. For Zoe, on Zoe, I'm gonna move up to the last location. Do I have let me handle this? Yes, I do, so it's safe. I'm gonna move up here into Alaskan Wilderness. It's the mountain stream, 2 clues, 1 shroud. After you come here, I'll take my damage, it's fine. 0 is still a fail. That's 1 damage, right? Yes, and after I get the last clue, we progress to the next part of the map. I could kill Tetsuo. I killed Tetsuo. I don't need that guy. And Zoe's cross. Wait, is Tetsuo items in general or... Yes, they're items in general. So I can take the cross or second knife. Easy second knife. That was my first action. Did I gain a resource? Wow, I'm really struggling here. And spend all my money to play the axe. Because I just need that weapon in play. And now I can do my job efficiently. That's it for us. I was probably supposed to come kill this guy. I think that was probably a thing I was supposed to do. Well, it's not. It didn't happen. He's putting curses in the bag forever now. We'll get through him eventually. Charlie takes a lot of tests at 1,000,000. And we're good on hand size here. Good to see you anyway, Curse. Or Cross, rather. 5 of 6 Doom. Oh, not 5 of 6 Doom. We killed that guy. That's not in play anymore. 4 of 6 Doom. Joke's on you. He's back. Charlie drew this, so 1 at Charlie's location, 1 here, 1 there. And then I am going to draw Zoe's card in the wrong order, like always. It's a bear. I love the bears. 4 attack, 2 meat damage feels very much like how a bear should be. 3 health, they're just barely chonky. 2 foot, you can get away from a bear. I mean, that feels wrong. I don't think you can actually get away from a bear, but we're talking about like pulp heroes being able to get away from bears, and that makes sense to me. Hunter retaliates, spawn nearest wilderness, and I'm pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in one of the few locations that isn't a wilderness. It cannot enter non-wilderness locations, and while moving, it skips over connecting non-wilderness locations. Unfortunately for Bear, I am just going to kill Bear immediately. I'm going to take Charlie's turn first because it's a lot more interesting. Theoretically, I could kill this guy with Charlie. I'm not going to. I'm going to investigate my location with dog 7 to 3. 5 to 3. Still pass. Easy game. Decoy. I'm going to move to the next location as my first action. Then I'm going to investigate. Use Bonnie. Ready the dog. 3, 4, 5, 6 to 2. Cultist -4. Didn't even fail. Another decoy. We know where he is. I move up as my last action. And I've got a dog left. I don't need to get the decoy, though. I'm pretty sure Zoey has that handled. It's only a 3 trout. It's a 1 trout location. She definitely does. I can't commit anything relevant here, so I'm just dogging at 1,000,000. Okay, let's do the math then. 5, 6, 7 to 1. 5 to 1. 1 to 1, baby. Easy game. I told you Charlie takes a lot of tests at 1,000,000 and can clear out the curses. That'll be Charlie's turn. Time to work on this bear, I guess. We're definitely using 1 charge of the axe to swing at 5, 6. We have Script Weaver, don't we? Oh my god, we can get accuracy and damage now? That's wild. All right, I'm gonna swing for 5, 6, 7, 8 for 2. So I'm up 4. I'd actually like to be higher than that because of Cursed Cultist. Yeah, well, I used all my events. I'm not committing Vicious Blow. Oh no. Oh, easy game. Fine. All right, cool. He takes 2 damage. Then I use the next charge. I use Script Weaver for accuracy, but since I don't need the damage, I'm going to take Inscription of Glory. If this defeats an enemy, draw a card, heal a damage, or heal a horror. I'll be taking draw a card. So we're swinging 8 to 4 again for 1 damage. If it kills, which it does, I'll draw a card. Hey, Stand Together finally showed its face around here. Oh, and I got a resource from the bear. I forgot to do that. That was just my money from upkeep, which is relevant because it now means I have the money to play second survival knife. Not that anyone ever lives long enough to attack me, but hey, it's a nice thought. I immediately realized that I've made a mistake. I'm not playing survival knife this turn. Coterie Agents in play. I've just forgotten about them because I keep messing up this morning. We are going to use Runic Axe and swing instead of playing that survival knife. That was like obviously a misplay. So we're swinging 8 to 1. Yeah, easy game. Cool. Not autofail, not Ancient Evils. Get them out. And because I'm Zoey, I'll gain a money in the brief moment of time where he exists. I'm going to engage him and activate his reaction and kill him. Theoretically, that timing might not work. Theoretically, it might be the case that they spawn and then they don't instantly engage, but you do instantly trigger the reaction. I'm not even gonna look that up. I've been doing it all campaign. I'm not gonna stop now. It makes sense the way I've been doing it, and I don't want to live in the world where it works the other way. Anyway, that's it for us. Upkeep phases. Not playing the knife does make my hand a lot more awkward due to hand size limits. I'm so set up for fighting, though, that I don't need the Spectral Razor at all. I can just, that's the holo, not the discard pile. And in addition, I would like to hold the Soothing Melody. I obviously don't need a second Runic Axe. But if I hold this, I'm immune to Crypt Chill, because I can throw away my first one. And I don't have Guts, so Crypt Chill is actually scary. But I'm also insane at fighting and about to draw a second Pete Cup. I just don't need the Staring. So that's the best discard, I think. And Charlie is nowhere near discarding. 5 of 6 Doom, because we played the game correctly this time, and evil cards. That doesn't do anything unless I draw a card that's relevant. Bear is not relevant. Also, top of the round, get new charges. I am going to swing at Bear, 8 to 4, like exact same turn as last time. Skull, there are not very many hazards in play. In fact, they're all hexes, no hazards are in play. So that'll be the 2 damage. And then we do this again, and that will be for Glory. I draw a card, and Bear is dead. Second Stand Together, I don't have time to play that right now. Oh, I gain a resource from Bear. Why was that? I was at 2 resources as I played the knife. Then I went up to 3 in upkeep, 4 from Bear. Somewhere when I was fixing things, I clicked the button too many times. We should be down to 2 resources right now. I think I've been messing up a lot of little things this episode. I'm hoping I catch at least most of them, if not all of them. But I'm sorry about the sloppy play today. It's been rough. Anyway, that's Zoey's full turn. Charlie, I wish you would ready when I flipped your upkeep button, but oh well. There is 1 clue left. I've used one of my deductions already, right? I've used both of them. All right, cool. I can just practice makes perfect knowing that I'm looking for a draw card. Well, there's only 1 perception left in the deck in terms of hits, so, oh wait, there's the unrelenting. I'm just blind. I'm just really sleeping. Okay, cool. Seal +1, 0, 0. We're testing 7 to 1, just don't auto-fail. There's enough curses that there are other ways to lose. But I get my 2 draws. It's the burden of leadership. Dog takes a damage. Do I deal damage to Bonnie? Just to go fast? Well, I get the clue, right? Like, I don't need Bonnie anymore, technically. Oh, this one... Okay, I am so sloppy this morning. I came up to this location and there was a mini here. I flipped it over and it's Coterie Agent A. I did the test against this mini and just put that guy in the discard pile without getting rid of this. Anyway, that was a lightning bolt. We've drawn Burden of Leadership. There's nothing I really need to do. That's not true. We're going to spawn the Outer Wilderness locations because after you get the last clue, put these 3 into play. And they're just connected like this, except one of them's going to connect around for some reason once we reveal them. And where do I want to go? Like, I need to think about this to understand what my best play is. I think exhausting Bonnie is fine. I can spend my turn semi-efficiently without her. And then I'm going to play Leo as my first action, which is going to bring me down to 9 resources. And I'm going to play Medical Student to give myself something to crit chill and heal myself. And then I'm just going to walk over to another location. They're all the same. I'm going to go right because this guy's here. It makes me feel like right's good. It's not, though. Wrong thing. Incorrect. Force Rattle, 2 clues. As an action, you can draw 3 cards once per game. Honestly, I probably won't that. This hasn't done anything this turn and will go away at the end of the turn. That was my last action to move, and I believe we're done. There are no enemies. I'm pretty sure I've been forgetting that again, so let's just add 2 curses and hope it's enough. Smite the Wicked goes off. Furthest location from me is any of the previous locations. I'll put it down here, because that means I can have a reason to go kill the accursed follower. And we discard until we hit an enemy. Do we really discard until we hit an enemy? Did I just break Cracking Ice? Good weakness. 10 out of 10. Nice. We discarded both of them and a Crypt Chill. The second Cracking Ice doesn't matter nearly as much. Here we go. Oh man, it's a Hunter. He's gonna come after me now. I was hoping I'd have a reason to go all the way down here. That was our upkeep phase. 6 Doom. We go to the next agenda. We only have 5 left. Each investigator chooses an ally or item asset in their hand or play area and sets it aside out of play as a holo. Goodbye, Abigail. We just didn't need this competent damn. Fang of Tearthroat can save me some time, so I can't get rid of that. I could get rid of Soothing Melody. Stand Together is helpful because it gives Charlie steam, and Charlie's the thing that actually matters here. I feel like I need all of this for Charlie. I don't really need my Cross, to be honest. Cross does let me just zap out 2 health characters, though. I'm going to hollow this mirror on the assumption that I'm never playing it and I'm going to be playing the Cross over the mirror very soon. That seems good to me. Alright, that's it for the agenda advancing. We have 5 Doom left in the game. We're going pretty slow this time. Emissary from Yuggoth is here to cause problems. We've got the Emissary and 2 decoys, I believe. Correct. We're going to put them at the potentially relevant locations in the future. Putting one with Charlie isn't helpful because Charlie can't kill it, and I don't want to walk Zoe to his location. And I really should start doing this in the correct order because this Matter Inversion actually fails because, oh, he's not even an outsider anyway. Joke's on me though, Matter Inversion doesn't fail because Smite the Wicked has pulled an enemy. So now he's slightly larger. And top of the round, Runic Axe gains charges, our turns begin. I'm going to Survival Knife my current location at just 7 to 1, that seems good enough. 5 to 1, auto fail. I kind of need a little bit of tempo here, game. I need to not be failing 7 to 1s right now, because we got to deal with this guy. Otherwise, we can't really progress. I'm gonna walk up here. It's the gold mine. Hell yeah. When we go here, I don't care about getting resources from the gold mine. That's not important. What's important is that now we can progress the scenario because we have enough clues and we can go to the gold mine. Meanwhile, Charlie Kane needs to do something. And going for this is dangerous as hell because he could reveal a hunter enemy or take damage for no reason. Pretty sure this last location up here is a victory. I think there's 1 victory in both batches, right? Which means that this one must be a victory. Yeah, but I might not be playing for victory. I might be playing for, I might be playing just to survive here. I'm going to investigate with Dog. I'm going to be unrelenting about it to draw 2 cards. Maybe draw both cards, though. Right, Practice Makes Perfect guarantees hits the other unrelenting right now, correct? Yes. No. Damn. It's in here. Practice Makes Perfect has no hits left. I've drawn it after every single practice cards. That is unfortunate. Anyway, testing 8 to 4 at the minute. That's not actually good enough with the number of curses in the bag. I'll go 10 to 4. Easy game. I'm going to take 1 clue. I'm going to investigate with Bonnie Walsh, ready the dog. That puts me at 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4. Perception brings me 9 to 4. And I think I hold practice makes perfect on the assumption I'll cycle my deck very soon because of standing others. 9 to 4, unfortunately. Easy game. Take the last clue. I need these for the act that's about to come up. Draw 2 cards. Walk over here. I need to spend clues at the objective, so I need to go up here as well. And last action, probably Deep Knowledge myself. I didn't add a curse last round for that guy. We're gonna fucking max out the bag. Last 3 cards include Second Hound, right? I haven't discarded the other one yet. Oh no, I have. Good. Good, good, good. That means we can start getting this tempo back because we can actually do something. Very slow start to Charlie Kane this scenario, unfortunately. Anyway, that's it for us. Enemy phase, add a curse. We're maxed out. Full 10 curses, baby. What could ever go wrong? Paradimensional Understanding. We've already flipped that one, so we just flip the other one because we can't actually shift this. There's no game impact. So, Runic Chime flips. 1 of 5 Doom. Time pressure's getting a little tight here. Tenebrous Eclipse. Doesn't actually have an impact this turn, I don't think. There's an enemy in the dark I can get attacked for. I believe this guy only hits for 1/1. Yeah, I'll take 1/1. That's fine. I'm at full health over here. And top of the round, get my last charge on Runic Axe. Oh, this guy should have hunted just now. Oh, he actually has more than that. He's got all the attachments. He's coming over here. Please don't randomly snap things. Also, the agenda advance, so Day of Reckoning is done. I forgot about that. We have the clues to advance, so we're going to spend 6 of our 10 clues, leaving us with 4. And now we're given the choice on what to do. When we read Interlude Raw Deal, because we get here second, we can either fight an ambush or work with Thorne, and let me tell you, we're working with Thorne. Because it's agenda 2 or 3, we go to Raw Deal 2. Raw Deal 2, we can work with them or fight them. We're going to Raw Deal 3, we're working with them. I've added a tablet token to the victory display because we get a bonus experience for that. And we put the Thorne story asset into play under the lead investigator's control with the stable glass key attached to him, stable side face up. And we remove all the Crimson Coterie enemies from the set. So here's the conspiracy in red taken out. Thorne's gonna come down to Zoe's area. Hopefully he doesn't take up an ally slot. He doesn't. He's got the Sable class, which is very helpful for seeing what we're about to be doing when we put down the boss minis. And we want the ally side of Thorne, not the enemy. After you set aside a card as hollow, anyone at your location rather, then you may take an immediate action as if it was your turn. And we now have the next ability. Action if your location is a wilderness terrain, investigators at your location spend 1 player clues as a group, place 1 resource on your location as a scouting report, 1 scouting report for a wilderness location. There are 5 of these. There is this one, this one, this one, this one, and I guess this last one must also be wilderness then? What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Yeah. I was thinking the Hunter's Cabin wasn't wilderness, but it is. All right, so at Zoe, I just reveal 1 token here and then double move in case it's the emissary from Yuggoth. And I just don't get to be wrong about this one. I have to not autofill this. This is a 6 shroud location. Do I have Overpower 2 in hand by chance? No? I think Charlie has to reveal it then, because I just don't have the ability to do that over here. I'm gonna go first on Charlie, spend 3 clues, or 3 resources rather, playing Chance Encounter, to get out the other dog. Shuffle everything around a bit to get the Summoned Hounds in my Arcane slots, because that just feels right. Then I'm going to dog my location, base 7 to 6. That's not good enough though, so we're gonna go 8, 9 to 6, 10, 11, 12 to 6, ready the dog. And up 6 should be good enough, even with this many curses in the bag. Alright, cool. Perfect. This does have this slightly nasty side effect of getting hit for 1/1 as I walk away, but I'm at full health. I walk away with complete confidence. And he's not in the shadows anymore, so his ability doesn't work. I go down to this location, I use an action to spend 2 clues, and I place a resource as a scouting location. And I walk over here to this location that we haven't yet been to. Force round, 2 clues. Force, when you reveal it, test head or book 3 to talk down the hunter. If you fail, take 1 damage. I'm taking 1 damage, that's okay. Not a problem. When a monster enemy enters this location, deal 1 damage to it. This concealed mini card goes away because there's nobody in the shadows. I am going to dog my location. 7-4 base. Can't really boost it too much. Yeah, 7-4 base. Easy game. I'm going to dog it again. 7-4. 5-4. Easy game. Don't even need to play art students. In this case, I'm going to spend my last action getting rid of 2 clues and placing a resource on this location as a scouting report. And that'll be Charlie done. Now we have a fight over here to handle. I'm just going to put this in front of you because you're the only person interacting with it. He's just 4 health. I think I swing twice and hope to kill it there. And then I play Zoey's Cross. That seems sensible to me. We're swinging twice at 5, 6, 7, 8 for 2 against 3. And with the number of curses in this bag, it's probably not going to work, and we'll have to swing another time. That is -6. That is the magic number to fuck me. And we have to hollow something, so Guts, get out of here. Next. That hits for 2. 1 more charge, final action. That hits for 2. He's dead. Sadly, no glory this time because he had an even amount of health, but that's fine. I could have tapped Beat Cop to deal it, but it doesn't matter. Enemy phase, we put that curse right back in the bag, and this guy walks up. Considering Zoey's been like doing stuff all scenario, I don't feel as bad as I used to about the fact that I just never dealt with this guy. I don't know when I would have had time to do it. I could have played Fang of Tirthra at some point maybe, but I've only just gotten up to the amount of resources you need to do that really. I don't know. And massive enemies don't give you money because Zoe's silly like that. Take card, not really relevant, not planning on failing skill checks at this point. I can handle anything Charlie draws, which is good because he's busy. 2 of 5. How do the scouting reports work? Can I do them next act or no? Yeah, no, you can't do scouting reports next act, you have to do them now. So that's unfortunate. Cracking Ice is finally here. Not that it'll be doing anything, because you need to draw all 3 copies of this for it to do anything, and we've discarded them with Smite the Wicked, which is very funny. I do not have a Soothing Melody, I do not have a Guts, and I do not have a Spectral Razor, so instead, I will discard a card into the hollow. It'll be a copy of Let Me Handle This. If I draw that again next turn, it'll be a little bit annoying. This is gone now. Okay, I'm going to discard this to play Zoey's Cross for 1. That's going to remove these Soothing Melodies from the game, not that that really matters. I walk down. This guy tries to engage me, but I Zoey's Cross and Beat Cop immediately to kill him instantly. Paracausal Entity goes away, this goes away. I believe I draw a card from the hollow for killing him. Discard it and draw one of your set-aside hollows. I do. Smite the Wicked goes away. I will be taking... If I get hit by like a Crypt Chill, is that fine? I can just lose a survival knife, it won't be a big deal. Forgot to put charges on my axe. I think Spectral Razor is the most valuable, maybe. None of these really help. Spectral Razor is the only one that might be relevant, so I'll take it. I've moved, I've played my thing. Let's figure out which one of these had the weird attachment. It's this one, you attach to Moon. And for the sake of ease, I'm just going to swap these locations since they are completely identical. There's no reason that they can't have been spawned like this, and now instead of having to make a trail, I can just do that. Because these 2 randomly connect, everything else is just single connection icons, nothing else. Except for this is a hub, obviously, and this is a hub, obviously. But these are the only outer spokes that connect. Oh, Charlie still got his turn, that's wonderful. Last action, I'm gonna walk over here. We have enough time to do this, Charlie's got this. We never got the clues here. Which it turns out you need all the clues on the map to drop all the scouting reports, but we only need to drop 3 scouting reports. If you're working with Thorne, you can use this, what is it? The Sable Glass to look at 1 mini that you haven't seen. So if you drop 3, you know what these 3 Hydras are. You can use Thorne to look at the 4th, and if you still haven't found it, you know it's the 5th. So we've got time. Double move on Charlie, unfortunately, not super tempo there. Spend an action to turn these 2 clues into a scouting report. And I think we just advance now. Oh, it's advance at the end of the round. So we will be advancing at the end of this round. Is there anything I can do to like help out in any meaningful way as a fighter? Hell no. Not even a little bit. I can play another ally as Soak. I will. Like there's nothing I can do that matters, so I'm just gonna throw this art student down. And that's it for Charlie. Enemy phase, I think we're at full curse tokens. I think we're just not drawing them, so that guy doesn't do anything. Not the out of crossroads I was looking for. I might just draw 3 cards on Charlie. I can take an immediate action. Nothing in my hand matters. I'm gonna draw 3 on Charlie. 1, 2, 3. I knew it was gonna happen like that too. I lose this action on my turn, burden the leadership. These dogs can just take the damage and stay active. Bonnie can take the damage and stay active. Leo can take the damage and stay active. These guys exhaust. Okay, so that's completely fine. And now we're at the end of the round. Everything's kosher, we're good. We can advance. Spawn Void Chimera True Form in the shadows and resolve its concealed keyword, distributing each of those concealed mini cards as evenly as possible among each wilderness location in play. For each location with a scouting report on it, you may look at the reveal side of the concealed mini card just placed at that location. So like the rule should probably mention that there are specific Void Chimera decoys, which I apparently put a decoy on top of by accident at some point. So going through those the hard way isn't really possible, because when you look at the Void Chimera's ability, that's the true form, and I think these are the fake ones. Yeah, you cannot expose concealed mini cards while one of Void Chimera's other forms is in play. So, like, if you want to go through all the other fake Chimeras the hard way, it's gonna take you a while. Anyway, these go at the wilderness locations, so one goes here, one goes there, one goes here, one goes there, and one goes here. These 3 are the non-wilderness locations, and with the 3 scouting reports, that's a fake one, that's a fake one. Oh. Okay, cool. Good to know. If I hadn't seen it there, I can go here on Zoe, and I'll be able to check that with Thorne, or with the Sable Glass that Thorne has, rather, and if it's not that one, I can just double move to the last location. So we had it guaranteed, it was just a matter of how many actions do we need to spend. The answer was literally none. 3 of 5 Doom, evil cards. I don't have any copies, so I have to set somebody aside as hollow. Goodbye, 1 of Crack the Case. Over here, we can only reveal 1 mini. Whatever will I do? First action, actually Joey shouldn't be doing that. This should be going over. Also, full Runic Axe, top of the round. Obviously, Charlie should be revealing this. It's a 4 shroud location, so we do use dog. That puts us at 7 to 4. 8, 9 to 4. I'm just use Bonnie here. 10, 11, 12 to 4. Get through these curses. 10 to 4. Only 9 to 4. Only got rid of 1 curse. But we reveal the Void Chimera, and all the decoys go away because they're just nothing in the shadows anymore. And Void Chimera spawns here, concealed 4 massive, 4 fist, 8 health, 4 foot. And we don't have to do its decoy effect ever because we're not fighting its decoys. Doesn't actually hit that hard, surprisingly. I never knew what this hit for because I've never let it hit me. As Kaimani, I evaded it every single turn. And as Daisy, it was not my problem. But it surprises me that the boss of this scenario only hits for 1/1. I guess it's like some of the alternate versions hit pretty damn hard though. Okay. Don't fight the other versions of Void Chimera. That's not how this scenario works. I don't know about that balancing. I do really like the general flow of this, but it feels like it's balanced a lot around things that you should never do. Anyway, evil cards, right? No, we did that. They did nothing. We got Tenebrous Eclipse and put a card in the holo. That's all that happened. So little happened that I just forgot what was going on and thought I didn't draw my Mythos cards. Anyway, I'm going to dog this guy. He doesn't have Retaliate twice at 5 to 4. This is just to pull curses out of the bag, really. That's a fail. It's fine. I'll use deduction. Okay. Number of hazard treacheries in play. Those are hexes, baby. I hit him for 1. I'm gonna swing 3 times at 1, just trying to get curses out of the bag. There we go. 2. Hey! Hey! I can hollow a card, that's fine. And 3. Alright, cool. I got 4 curses out of the bag and dealt 1 damage. For a cluever, that's not bad. Good job, Charlie. Time to beat him to death, though. I'm swinging 3 times. It's time to use Vicious Blow. I assume you're an elite enemy. Yes. So Spectral Razor is no additional damage. It is more accurate, though. I've also got Fang of Tear Throw and Spectral Razor. Spectral Razor does swing more accurately than Runic Axe. I don't have the money to play both. Oh, I actually do. I thought Fang was more expensive than this, or Spectral was more expensive than this, but no, it's only 5 combined. So for the first one, at least, I do swing with the axe at 8, 9, 10 to 4. With Fish's Blow 2. That comes out to be 6 to 4, succeed by 2. That'll be 4 damage, so he's going straight to 5. And then we're going to use Fang of Tearthrow for the second one. I get to add my foot, so 2, but it does deal plus 3 damage, so I'm swinging at 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's not a very good number. Honestly, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to swing the axe. I just want to swing my axe. That's also a hit. Let me double check that. It is 4. I got -4, so I need to pass 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's exactly what I passed by. Am I going to use these Bandolier survival knives at all? No, you're just going to kill him? Okay. That's cool. Yeah, felt a lot tighter than it was a few turns ago. Like, you're able to progress pretty fast, I guess. I thought I might need these clues, and that made me stress out a lot, but it turns out I didn't. Yeah, so that's that. We killed the Void Chimera, so we advanced the axe. Cool. Thorne is in play as a story asset, so we go to R1. We earn Victory X. Thorne is the bearer of the Sable Glass. So our final tally is Amaranth stole the Eye of Ravens, Charlie Kane is the Last Blossom, the Correct Knight has the Light of Pharos, Thorne's got the Sable Glass, Zoe's got the Weaving Lady, Ajay has the Twisted Antiprism, and Charlie Kane has the Runic Chime. We've never encountered Shade Reaper, we didn't go to Kuala Lumpur. We didn't go to Havana and do that questline to get Mirroring Blade. We didn't do whatever it is that gives you Bale Engine, I forget, and we didn't do the optional side scenario that gives you Wellspring of Fortune. And I think we record that Thorne is on our side, don't we? You don't actually record that Thorne is on your side? Is that something you do during this Raw deal? Was I supposed to do it then? Yeah, the cell made a deal with Thorne. Okay. And we mark 3 times. That immediately triggers this event. We'll handle that in a second, though. What was our experience for the scenario? We have 1 victory location here and 1 there. That's it. So it looks like an even 6 experience for this one. We got Apocalyptic Presage, the boss enemy, the real boss enemy, continued naivety, and 2 victory 1 locations for 6 XP. I'll see what that does between scenarios. And as for routing today, we hit Omega and run out of time. Over at Omega, add 1 Chaos token to the bag. You are out of time. Immediately travel to Tunguska and proceed to the final scenario, Congress of the Keys. So, there we go. Add a cultist to the bag. And I'll see you next time, hopefully with less curses, and the finale. So far, Charlie Kane and Zoe have been crushing it, even in this scenario where they got off to an incredibly slow and awkward start. With 6 due on the first agenda, they still beat the scenario with 2 turns to spare. They're doing great. They're fantastic. I'm really, really liking Charlie Kane and the Unbound Hounds. I guess they're the Summoned Hounds. I never put Unbound Hound into play. Oh, what? It's Unbound Beast? No, I don't like that. I like Unbound Hound a lot more. They gave up on the rhyme for no reason. As for Zoe, as with every Bandolier deck I've ever played, like, you don't have time to set up this much. Runic Axe has been doing really well, but every time I fight a boss enemy, I'm like, wow, I need these survival knives. And then I just don't get to use them because I never roll badly, which is really funny. I do think Runic Axe has been working pretty well as a main weapon, to be honest. The survival knives haven't been helping it that much. If anything helps it, it's actually running fight events like Spectral Razor and Sweeping Kick would help as well. Just having cards in your hand that fight that aren't the weapon seems like a perfectly good way to back up the Runic Axe to help it regenerate charges. The Survival Knife Bandolier stuff is nice, but I've only really gotten it set up this one time and I never even used it. Once the Runic Axe went into play, there was not an enemy that survived the turn. Also, kind of a sad showing from Stand Together this scenario, but considering I drew it opening hand the last 2 scenarios, I'll go ahead and give it a pass. Anyways, that's it for now. See you next time in the finale. I've been Rather Incoherent, this has been the Scarlet Keys, and I'll see you next time. If you like the video, then like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really does help the channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.